Ever since the new faction Retribution showed up in WWE, everyone's been kind of wondering if there's some kind of distant relationship between them and the WWE Hacker. Now, the WWE Hacker was a storyline that seemingly everyone was into, and WWE decided to drop it for whatever reason. We found out on SmackDown this past week that there is more than 5 members of Retribution. There was like a dozen of them, and they trashed the place backstage, etc. But we've been seeing technical glitches all the time. Whether it's the lights going out, whether it's microphones not working, it's been happening. Now, tonight on Raw, we got something very interesting. The Raw Locker Room United talking about Retribution taking over the TV truck. And when we cut to them, the very first thing you hear is someone say, "That's the WWE Hacker, right?" Now that is interesting. The fact that they're referencing the Hacker, a story that WWE wouldn't want mentioned unless it was something still relevant. Now, of course, Mustafa Ali was the man everyone predicted to be the Hacker. Of course, the ring of light symbol kind of gave it away. We've been theorizing about the Hacker ever since the Hacker started over on SmackDown. There was videos we did all the time. And Ali was always the favourite. We have mentioned on the channel how Ali's got a new replica glove out on WWE Shop, and it looks nothing like his glove. The Ring of Lights is completely different. And his Tron now, since he's returned to Raw, his hand symbol, it's completely differed from what it used to be. Of course, what it used to be is the symbol that the Hacker used. Now, it could be a way to distance Mustafa Ali from the Hacker angle, or it could be because they decided not to run with Ali. Now, this week again on Raw, we witnessed Retribution take over the TV production truck. I actually really like this. I thought this was a really clever move, except they did it at the very start of Raw, which kind of didn't make sense because they didn't want the show to air. They cut the feed, and then after a commercial break, right, we're back like nothing's happened. A few little camera differences and things, and that was pretty much the only thing that went wrong. And it does make you kind of think that you started Raw really awesome. You got people really invested. Nothing else happened. I literally put a tweet out asking, has it gone past the Retribution members' bedtime or something? Because you can't start the show with that much interest in this faction. They want to end the show, and then you just let the show go on nonetheless. What? That really bothered me, I've got to say. But I think the actual idea of them literally hacking everything, no matter what segment it was, being in the production truck, changing things around, is brilliant. However, they were not in the production truck at the very start of Raw. And this was the very first time they've been in the production truck. And at the very start of Raw, we witnessed the graphics of the WWE intro turn into this. It went upside down, left, right, and center and everything. So if Retribution hadn't been in the production truck before, we know they haven't been in the SmackDown one or the Raw one. They've definitely not told us that ever. So how do the lights flicker? How do the microphones not work? That could be very, very interesting. It would make sense that they could be hacking into the lighting system or the sounding system or something that actually gives them control over the WWE show without being actually based in the TV production truck. I kind of like the idea, and I think it's actually got legs, that they could be related to the Hacker. Of course, we got the WWE Thunderdome coming up this Friday on SmackDown. Now, this is going to be huge. This is going to be lasers. This is going to be virtual fans. There's going to be LED lights everywhere. This could be the perfect place for Retribution to hack. We could have a light show go off in the middle of a match. We could have anything happen because this is going to be epic. Now, interestingly, they're not going to... I highly doubt they're actually going to destroy the Thunderdome because genuinely, this thing's going to cost WWE millions of dollars. You can see in these images from Pro Wrestling Sheet how big this is going to be. You can see the massive screen where obviously the superstars will enter. You can see here the massive lighting rig. This is epically huge. And you think they're going to have drone cameras, they're probably going to offer some kind of virtual reality experience, there's going to be virtual fans, everything's going to kick off inside the Thunderdome. It's the perfect place. I mean, you don't even have to say Retribution are the Hackers. They could be the heavies for the Hacker. Then it doesn't matter who the members of Retribution are, because the only big reveal you need to do is the main event man. And that would be whoever the Hacker is. And with Mustafa Ali tweeting out seconds after he was eliminated in that match saying, "You are my last hope," it's possible he still may have connections with the Hacker somewhere. What a way to build a character, to say, look, I'm sick of all of this, and I brought my friends in and basically kicked all your asses, and now I'm here to take what's mine, and that's a main event spot, because he's got all the heavies behind him to do it. They're taking over Raw, they've taken over SmackDown. That would be epic. I don't know if they are related to the Hacker or not, but I do think Retribution has a lot of potential. I just think WWE need to go all out on Retribution. I was really hoping that Raw tonight, they'd destroy the Performance Center, being the last WWE show from the PC. It would have made a lot of sense, but it didn't happen. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you as always next time. Peace!